it's so liberal,
Yeah.
and my parents are so African.
So, well, my parents were the first of their families to come to Europe.
Your parents probably couldn't speak Dutch.
Congo was all they knew. Okay, so like, why are you letting your kids go sleep somewhere else?
Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm here with Rujay, aka the Connector, and basically Rujay grew up in the Netherlands. So we're gonna have an interesting chat about that, and let's see how it goes.
That we will. So, yeah, my name is Ira Hamuli. I am originally from Congo, DRC. And so I was born in Congo, but I moved to the Netherlands when I was like a baby. So like about 1 year old, I've been here. So like right now I'm 24. I lived here until I was like 19. Then I did my bachelor in Manchester in the UK. And then I came back to do my master's in Rotterdam. And now I'm working full time as the connector.
Just
But-
imagine that as a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get rolling. You spoke about like your parents. I'm actually pretty interested in just how that went, because my experience on the whole Netherlands thing is it's so liberal,
Yeah.
and my parents are so African.
Yeah.
If I grew up here,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't even want to think about that. But
Yeah.
how was that for you?
So, well, my parents were the first of their families to come to Europe, right? So,
First gen, like
yeah.
Africans in.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, my dad got an job opportunity on this side, so he came first. Then me and my mom followed after a couple of months as well. So, to them, like, Congo was all they knew, because that's the environment that they'd grown up in their whole life.
Yeah.
It's not like they had the opportunities to travel or see a different world. So for them, everything was a first. It's our first. My sister was the first child they were having in Europe. First teenage boy to be growing up in Europe. So even though I may have grown up on this side, like the moment I entered the house, it was a Congolese household. So like Congolese values, like up until like all the food that we ate on a daily basis. So I grew up here, but I grew up with African values and everything.
That's interesting. And how was like social life?
It's
Because I'm pretty sure like you go to school, right? And because I've seen like kids.
yeah,
Like I know the under 18 at the center walking around trying to get into clubs,
yeah,
and yeah, that's normal because like people
Yeah,
try that. But I'm like, okay, you with African parents,
yeah.
This-
So it was hard. Let me tell you a story. It's like people had a lot of like sleepovers when they were younger, right? Like parents become friends, and then yeah, kids start having sleepovers for like their birthdays and whatever. And I think I only went on like my first sleepover when I was like 15 or something, right? Like things of sleepovers was just, it didn't make sense to my parents back then. It's like, you have a perfectly fine bed over here. Like, why would I let you go sleep at some stranger's house?
I relate.
Like-
My parents didn't allow me either.
No, so it's like, to them, it's just, what? Like, why? Why would, like, they didn't understand the importance of it. There's also maybe like a different cultural thing of like, okay, so like, why are you letting your kids go sleep somewhere else? Is it because you can't take care of them yourselves? Like, is this whole thing of, what it can look like to other people as to why your kids are always sleeping around at other people's houses. So for them, initially, it was just like, for the longest time, like, I didn't, like, the first time I asked, like, they just responded, like, no, like, are you crazy?
Yeah, like,
So
what
then,
do you
for the
wanna do?
longest time, I didn't. But then, over the years, my parents also started befriending my friends' parents as well. So then, once there was like more comfort in like, okay, I know whose house you're going to, then it was, it kind of started becoming like okay-ish.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't necessarily be something you'd want to do once a week or anything, but like for that special occasion, like, sure, you can go.
So I'm sure for you, culture has been a huge clash in your
Yeah.
growing up, bro. And you know, just now when you're saying that, I was thinking, and like I've noticed here a lot of like the black guys, or like yeah, just have like a American type of like, you know, influence in them.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, you know how like in America it's like you're growing up, you're a black guy, and they're like, hey, you have to go to the league or you
Yeah.
have to be a rapper. I was just wondering, like, is there kind of like a stereotype like that in the Netherlands, like something you
It's-
face like that?
Well, I was always good at football, right? So like growing up, I was kind of that guy who was supposed to have got like made it pro.
Yeah.
You know, so like I played at a pretty decent level here in the Netherlands, like growing up. So I've been playing like legit like one level under first division for like 3-4 years or something.
Yeah.
So you did kind of have like that expectation of like, oh, you play football? It's like, oh, that means you're fast, right? Or like they just kind of assume that you're good at sports just because you are black. So I wouldn't necessarily say that it's like, yeah, you have to go play basketball or become a rapper or anything.
Yeah, like just imagine your parents probably couldn't speak Dutch. Like, and
My
back
dad still
then,
doesn't speak Dutch. Like he doesn't. Yeah, he just never felt the need to learn the language. Like for him, his work, he did it in English and French, and so anything that had to do with Dutch or like government documents, he would
Yeah.
ask us to kind of translate for him.
and
So like even till this day, like to him, it doesn't really matter.
and you speak fluent
Yeah,
Dutch.
yeah, I'm fluent in Dutch. So my thing is funny because like I'm fluent in Dutch and English, right?
Uh-huh.
So I can switch back and forth depending on whatever is easier for the person that I'm talking
Yeah.
to. So sometimes now even like with my girl, we'll be out shopping, we'll be speaking English to each other because that's just what we're used to. And we'll hear like the person in the shop trying to sell us shit, like really struggling with their English.
Uh-huh.
So we're like, yo, we also like speak
Speak
gewoon
Dutch.
Nederlands. Like I speak Dutch.
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh my god! I heard you guys speaking English, so I just assumed you guys couldn't speak Dutch. Blah blah. blah. So it's not necessarily that I've encountered shit where it's just like blatantly racist, but it's just like you said, like people just don't know.
But guys, Ryan, thank you guys so much for watching, and please subscribe, like, comment,
Everything,
everything.
anything, and everything you can to support for free.
Yes. And I'm gonna put Irai's Instagram
Yeah.
and the link to The Throne Is Yours. They're gonna start posting soon. You guys have to
Yeah.
subscribe.
No, I'll already be out by the time this is out. I promise.
Cool.
I promise.
So definitely get in touch, and thanks for watching.